The Dusk Bloods is a dark fantasy RPG that's actually a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. Developed by FromSoftware, the Dusk Bloods introduces a Bloodsworn class system with vampire-like mechanics. It's FromSoftware's first Nintendo-focused project in decades, and it features an 8-player PvPvE event system that keeps every match feeling fresh. The Dusk Bloods is scheduled to release sometime in 2026. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. If you're into first-person Souls-likes, keep an eye out for Valor Mortis. It's set in a supernatural 19th century Eastern Europe. You play a soldier resurrected by Napoleon, using a mix of flintlock pistols and magical transmutations. It's got that gritty, horror-inspired difficulty we've come to expect from the Ghost Runner devs. Valor Mortis is scheduled to come out sometime this year. The long-awaited sequel to Mortal Shell is finally here, and it's expanding into a compact open-world format. The core shell mechanic returns with much deeper weapon customization. It's designed to be a high-stakes action RPG that respects your time by cutting out the fluff and focusing on intense boss encounters. Mortal Shell 2 is set to come out sometime this year. This is easily one of the most interesting pivots of 2026. Game Freak has stepped away from their usual formula to deliver a high-budget action RPG that feels like a mix of Sekiro and Nier. The focus here is on fluid combat and a sprawling Mononoke-inspired world that looks absolutely stunning in motion. Beast of Reincarnation is set to come out in the summer of this year. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video. Known for its kung fu punk aesthetic, Phantom Blade Zero offers some of the fastest combat we've seen in years. You play as Soul, an assassin with only 66 days to live, exploring a semi-open world that blends Wuxia traditions with steampunk technology. The combat is cinematic, but the difficulty is purely Souls-like. Phantom Blade Zero is set to release September 9th, 2026. Lords of the Fallen 2 is set to be bigger and bloodier than the original. Built in Unreal Engine 5, this sequel picks up 1,000 years after the first game and promises a significantly faster, more aggressive combat system. The dual realm umbral mechanic is back, but with more spectacular boss showdowns and a massive increase in enemy variety. If the 2023 reboot was about survival, this one feels like it's about mastery. Lords of the Fallen 2 is set to release in 2026. From Project Cloud Games, the Relic, First Guardian is a semi-open world ARPG that takes a very unique approach to stamina. They've actually removed stamina consumption for all offensive actions to keep the combat flow seamless. Stamina is strictly for survival and dodging. You play as a guardian, exploring the ruins of Arsiltis, and interestingly, there's no level up system here. Your strength comes entirely from the runes and items you craft. The Relic First Guardian is set to release May 26, 2026.
Where the light lingers, under Tible's blessing.
This is one of the most stylized indies on our list. Chains of Locomorei is a dark fantasy third-person shooter set in an alternate history World War I, where Slavic folklore has literally broken into reality. You're a soldier, entering the underworld to rescue your wife's soul, accompanied by a prophetic demon girl. It's a surreal mix of trench warfare and mythical horror that looks like nothing else in the genre. Chains of Locomorei currently does not have a release date, but we're hoping for 2026. Developed by Tipworks Studio, Ballad of Antara is a free-to-play dark fantasy ARPG that really leans into environmental storytelling. The world is divided into two realms, the ordinary world and a distorted version called Para. You'll play as various emissaries, each with unique combat styles as you work to restore the trapped essence of life. It's got a heavy emphasis on parrying and skill-based movement that should satisfy any Souls-like veteran. Ballad of Antara does not have a current release date, but we are hoping for 2026. If you love tension and swords and sorcery, Misfall Hunter is for you. It's a PvPvE extraction RPG set in a Nordic-inspired world enveloped by a mysterious mist. You choose from classes like the Mercenary or Shadow Strix and head into the Glinden Mist to fight monsters and other players for loot. It's all about high-stakes extraction, where one bad decision can cost you everything you've gathered. Misfall Hunter is set to release March of 2026. Well, gamers, if you enjoyed the list, feel free to give us a like. It helps out the channel, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching.